So I'm not wearing the same top or the same makeup as my Starbucks video, but I feel like I looked like the exact same human with the exact same costume and makeup. But it's not true. This is actually a different day, surprisingly. Like, even the curl is the same. The hair curl is the exact same. Hey guys, what's up? So today's video is going to be a Q&A video. I haven't done a Q&A video in like 4 to 5 months. I thought it would be fun to do. And I like these videos because you guys can ask me like straight up the things you want to know, and I feel like it brings us closer together and I can be a little bit more candid with things and stuff like that. And for my Q&As, I take my questions from Instagram and Twitter, which is @SavAndStuff. So follow me in there if you want to be a part of the next Q&A. And also, by the way, I now have a Snapchat. I got this chair from my sister. It's really nice and it's like big and it's like way too gourmet for me. Like, I don't deserve it. Do you ever just sit down and wonder why your Snapchat story doesn't have 1 million views? Like, I just don't understand why. And what the hell does a score mean? I've been trying to stay away from sports my whole entire life and now I feel like I'm playing one. Ugh. Do you ever just like go to the store and then go to the zoo and then like go home and then like go back to the zoo because like you left your hat there and it was pink and it was your favorite hat and your grandma gave it to you? Candid, messy shots of your life, which I am totally into. So definitely follow me on there if you want like insight into my life, and that is @SavAndStuff. I don't know why I keep doing this like a used car salesman or a new car salesman. Did new car salesmen do that? And we are first gonna start off with Twitter. By the way, all of these names are gonna be pronounced wrong, but I'm gonna say it with an air of confidence that is going to make them sound like they're pronounced right. No apologies for the butchering of the names. Today, anyways. On April 6th, anyways. @HiNam426 asks, how old are you? Well, to answer your question, I'm 22, and I find it quite funny because in casual conversation, you know, you'll be asked, how old are you? And just sometimes I forget, like it will take me about 3 seconds to answer when it should take me 1 second. I'm gonna try to cut that down to about 2 seconds. It's my monthly goal for August. @Savannah4433 says, how many people do you know named Savannah? Love your videos. So I was thinking about this, and I don't think I've ever came face to face with someone who has introduced themselves as Savannah, because if that would happen, it would be a memory and chiseled into my brain that I would never forget. So I really don't think that has happened. But I have met people who say like, oh, my cousin's name is Savannah, or I used to go to camp with this girl named Savannah, but haven't met the girl. But I've been noticing in the comments a lot of people are named Savannah, so hi guys, like I find it so weird. I feel like there's such a bonding thing to have the same name with someone else, especially if your name is a little bit less common because it doesn't happen very often. But I feel like Savannah is like becoming more common, so moral of the story, Savannah4433, I like your name. @Chanel3517 asks, what are your top video editing tips and tricks? Okay, so I'm gonna make a editing and subscribers video, kind of like a part 2 to that video I did a while ago. That's probably gonna be uploaded in like a month or 2. Right now I'm like really focusing on kind of like back to school videos, as you can see with this video right here, totally back to school. I used to use iMovie. I actually just got Final Cut Pro not too long ago. I've been trying really hard to up my editing. There's this girl on YouTube who uploads almost at least 1 video per day. Like sometimes she'll literally upload 5 videos per day, and it's like tutorials about how beauty YouTubers edit their videos. And her name is Gabrielle or Gabriella Marie, and they are honestly amazing. It has opened my eyes to so many different things, like all these editing hacks I've seen on other people's videos. I always wondered like, how do they do that? So definitely check her out. I'll leave her in the comments down below, but I would say overlays and green screen has a lot to do with it. And now let's take it to Instagram. Allison.Rojo wants to know, would you rather live in New York or California? Well, Allison Rojo, sorry, Allison.Rojo, so sorry. I definitely want to live in both during my lifetime, 100%. If YouTube was out of the picture and I didn't make YouTube videos, I don't even think that I would have ever considered California. But because I make YouTube videos, it is definitely my #1 place of where I want to move, because it is just really amazing for YouTube opportunities and stuff like that. So I definitely want to move there. Again, if YouTube was not in the picture, I would definitely choose New York City just because of all the different things that you can do there. And it's just a really cool place. I went there 2 summers ago and I said to myself, I'm gonna live here someday. Regina.Gonzalez-V asks, do you sleep with anything in particular, like any special pillow, blanket, or maybe even a stuffed animal? Well, girl, I used to sleep with this puppet dog character thing that I got from my cousin, and I loved it for many years. But as we know, all good things come to an end. I said, bye-bye, Mr. Puppet Dog, and now I sleep alone. So I named that dog Boggy, so like doggy but with a B, and I thought I was very funny. So my nephew, and I just realized this when I was filming this Q&A, but he does the exact same thing. Like, he'll be talking about something and he'll like change one letter and he'll say it and he thinks it's like the funniest thing. Winter Lady _ says, have you ever been told you look a lot like Jennifer Lawrence? Well, girl, yes I have, but it's so funny because literally only on YouTube. Like, never in person has someone said like, you look like Jennifer Lawrence, never. But also it's pretty much primarily on my only popular videos. Like, it's rare that someone will say you look like Jennifer Lawrence on my videos that don't do as well. I don't know if it's just because she's very popular in media right now, so people are putting 2 and 2 together. Marissa Yvette 29 says, okay, she doesn't say that, but I'm just out of breath. What advice would you give someone who is just entering their senior year in high school? Well, it completely depends on your end goal. So if you are someone who was trying to get into a very niche program, you need to keep up certain grades. It's very competitive, or you need to get some scholarships because you can't afford to go to school on your own. I would say buckle down, understand your position, and just be like, I just gotta do this, I gotta get the grades. On the other hand, if you do not have goals like that, if you aren't going off to college or university afterwards, or if the program isn't as strict and you just need to keep like a 70 average or something like that, I would just say have fun and enjoy your time with the people you have at your high school. And just be friendly to people, be nice and be open and stuff like that. Katie _ Harland, hey girl, I know her in person from university. She says, do you have a boyfriend? I mean, what do you guys think? Nope. Aussie Asian Beauty says, any embarrassing stories from uni or high school? Just like breathing in the buildings and conducting myself like walking and stuff. But besides that, like, it's so hard because I feel like there's a lot of embarrassing things, but I just don't remember them. You know what I mean? Like, I was just sitting on my bed thinking like, I was trying to remember stories and I had a hard time, but I did come up with one from each. Okay, so my first year of university, this is not a pleasant story whatsoever. Okay, so I get very bad anxiety for presentations, like to the point where I just don't even really know what to say, and I just get so anxious that it is so unbearable. And it's so funny because I'm making YouTube videos, but it totally is different. I don't know if I'd be the same way anymore. Like, I had a couple of presentations for my last year of university and they were fine. I was anxious, but I got through it. But back then it was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. It was just very bad. And you guys know what like first year freshman stuff is like. So I was talking to a few people, someone suggested like taking a shot before a presentation. I don't think they were serious, but I took it as a great genius idea. This will help me get through the anxiety. So what I did is I took a shot of maybe, I don't know, vodka at like 12 at noon, just to try to get rid of the nerves so I'd be able to present. No guys, no. What ended up happening is I just started to sweat so much because alcohol makes you really warm. Everyone sweats when they drink. So I was gonna sweat anyways, but I just sweat like so much and my anxiety got worse. Like, it was just so bad. So I got up to present. This was for a business class. So I said this sentence that was something like, we concluded that blank, which I know doesn't seem good, but is good because blah, 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 blah. Well, I didn't finish with like the blah, 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 blah part. Like, I didn't explain myself. I essentially said like, we screwed up here, but it's okay because nothing. That's definitely a fun and horrible story that happened to me. Just don't do it, it doesn't work. Story from high school. So I remember it was like pouring rain outside. So when you walk into the main area, the floors were just all wet and stuff like that. So I walked in, there was about 50 people all in the corridor, kind of like standing around talking. I walked in, completely fell back like this on my butt, and everyone started laughing. Ha 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 ha, look at her, she just fell. And that was totally embarrassing, but I got up and I kind of like laughed with everyone else, and then I walked away. At the time it was totally embarrassing because there was like 50 people there looking at me and laughing. But if you laugh with them, it totally makes things okay. Guys, if you ever fall, just laugh, because what's she gonna do, like be straight faced and just be upset about it? That makes it even more embarrassing, so just laugh if that ever happens. Tisha Shanae says, who were your best friends in grade school and what is your favorite memory with them? So Tisha was one of my high school friends. It's funny, I guess like a lot of people from like my real life have found my YouTube now and stuff like that, which is fun. I feel like I actually had a lot of friends growing up because of where I lived. I definitely peaked in terms of friends when I was younger. Tisha, I just feel like we walked a lot. You know, like we were just walking places and laughing. We would just walk and laugh, I feel like. I remember this one time I was at your place and your mom cooked Alfredo pasta, and I had never tried Alfredo pasta before, and I was just so amazed, and I was like, Mom, can you cook this sometime? And she never did. That's okay, my family just really isn't into pasta. Last question comes from Remog10. She says, what are your hobbies? By the way, I love you so freaking much. You're hilarious. Thank you so much. My hobby is this. Like, I don't even know if I consider a hobby. I'd say it's like a lifestyle. I don't even know. I really like geocaching. I really like board games. I like reality television. Do I do those things very often? No, besides reality television. I also like personal development books. I mean, don't we all? There's really so many people who don't. Okay guys, so that is everything for this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram to be part of the next Q&A, and also Snapchat now. Oh yeah, Snapchat. I'm also currently hosting 2 giveaways. I will have them linked up here in case you want to win some stuff, you know? This one right here is for a backpack, lip gloss set, and a set from Smashbox. And then the one over here is for school supplies. All right, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.